All right, Coach. Obviously coming off a Saturday night game against Houston, how have the guys kind of regrouped this week and getting ready for USF on Thursday?
Well, our preparation is good. Our guys are, getting ready. We understand that we have, a big month ahead of us, and we have to approach it that way. And it starts off with our next game, and so our guys are really focused on, what we need to do against our next opponent.
So I know no one really wants to revisit that first game against South Florida. It was not one of the team's best performances. Do you bring that up? Do you have a discussion about that? And obviously, I know people look at it like it's a rival. Obviously, you guys need to play and are going to play a lot better on Thursday.
Well, of course. There's no need to say, how we performed. It wasn't our best performance, and you give them credit. I thought, USF played very well, and we didn't play as well, and so we need to play better. We understand that. I think our guys are going to prepare that way.
It's a war on I-4, rivalry game. What was kind of, obviously everyone knows you played in, Duke and UNC rivalry. Did you have rivalries in high school? What's kind of beyond Duke and UNC? What's kind of your experience? Did you have a big high school rival in DC? Or?
Absolutely. DeMatha was our rival. They were the best program in our area, one of the best programs in the nation, so everyone wanted to compete and everyone wanted to win against them. So I had that in high school, and then of course at Duke, Carolina, I had that for 4 years in college as well. So a great experience. It's nothing like it. It's exciting. I think it's great for the area.
Obviously, you're from DC. I know you probably were already familiar with Duke and UNC going into Durham. But when did it hit you like this is an insane rivalry? Was there an experience you had as a freshman, or even before you got to the season? When did it kind of dawn on you how big that rivalry was?
It was my freshman year. My freshman year when I got down there, I didn't know when I was being recruited that was such a big rivalry. But when I went down there to play, and then I'm just hearing the different chatter, and then when you live down there, and people recognize your players, Carolina fans would say things or put stuff on your door, or put stuff on your car, and vice versa, I'm sure. So then you realize, man, it's kind of a big deal. People are really up for this game, So the whole area was kind of locked in and waiting to see what would happen.
Did you people knew who you were right when you arrived? Like, did you got it or eating lunch somewhere or something? Obviously, with the campuses so close to each other, were you recognized pretty early on? Maybe like UNC fans heckling you?
No real heckling. Okay. It was more low key than that. Okay. It's just a sticker here or a note on your door. Hope Dukes loses, or hope Carolina wins, or the same thing with your car. Underneath the windshield wiper, maybe a note saying something. It was all tastefully done. It was nothing that was really bad, but it let you know that hey, it's on tonight. It's going to be a big game, and you better be ready for it.
Darius Johnson's obviously learning a lot this season. Obviously a really good freshman year for him so far. Where would you like to see him kind of take the next step? What does he need to do to become even a better guard than he is now?
Well, he needs to just continue to stay aggressive, continue to keep learning, what we want in our system. But he's playing well. He's getting better, I think, every game. I think conference play has been really, really good for him, and he's grown a lot. And just as he continues to become the player that we see him becoming, he's going to take the team over, because he has that type of personality. He's ultra competitive. He's a tough player, and he has a good basketball IQ. So, we see the ball going into his hands, as he continues to develop, and he's tracking in the right direction.
He's been more aggressive in recent games. Maybe could have been a little bit more aggressive against Houston. I heard you on the radio last night. Like, this is a physical league, and it's okay to drive to the hole and get a little bit of contact, right?
Yeah, it's not just okay. It's going to be accepted regardless.
Yeah.
So you have to play that way, which is fine. It's a good way to play. I think it prepares our guys for opponents, not just in conference but out of conference. And so I know, and he's already accepted that. He embraces that type of contact. That's why I think he's having the type of success he's having lately.
I also heard a little bit of Mamadou Ndiaye on the broadcast last night. New addition to your staff this year. I know he has experience in the NBA. What has he brought to your staff this year?
You know what? He's brought a lot of experience because he's gone through a lot. He's had to really work like crazy, like all of us, to end up making the NBA. So just that whole journey and what it takes, the attention to detail, the work ethic, when you apply that to working with young people, you can't help but help them get better. And so I think he's a great addition because he's going to help our young bigs really continue to improve because of how he had to work to improve to become the player he became. And then in the locker room, just the credibility that he has because having done something that every player in that locker room would like to do, that's a dream of all of these young players, is a perfect guy to listen to because who knows better than someone who's already done it. So I think having another person like that on your staff just kind of adds to what we want.
Obviously, he has a big role in tutoring Mbake. Just talk more about Mbake and how he's kind of been for you this year. Sometimes the stat sheet maybe doesn't show the contributions he's making, but he's made a really big impact on the team this year.
We're in a position to win because of Mbake. Mbake comes in every day. He works. He comes in. He leads. And so, with his leadership and his work ethic, it just permeates through our team. So just excited to have him. And of course, he and Mama do it close because of the relationship, prior relationship. But really have enjoyed, getting to know Mbake, myself, and what he's done for our team has been terrific. Our guys love him, and I think you can see it by how hard they play for him on the court.
What do you have to do better on Thursday against USF when you kind of look at their lineup? Obviously, you got to get off to a better start.
Well, rebound the basketball has got to be something we have to really concentrate on. I mean, they doubled us up in rebounding, which means that was a tremendous effort by them. We have to do a lot better job of rebounding the ball on both ends of the floor.
You signed a couple of highly touted recruits in the early period, the Hendricks twins from Calgary Christian. I know they were in Central Florida playing in a tournament this past week. I mean, I knew you guys were busy on Saturday night when they were playing Montverde, but did you or any of your staff get an opportunity to maybe go see them on Friday or anything like that? Or?
Yes, we did. We had a chance to see them play on Friday against Dr. Phillips, so it was a good game to watch, and they played well. It was a good win by them, and then, of course, an overtime loss to Montverde. So they have a really good team, and they're playing well.
Just how exciting is that for the future? Both of those guys are playing well, highly rated. I know those guys are probably excited about the Big 12 move as well, but just how important is that for the future of this program?
It's definitely important because you want to be bringing in that caliber of player. We should be able to bring that type of talent here at UCF, and we are. And I think that's just more for us to build on. So we're excited to have those guys as part of our family. They're excited to be here and helping to take UCF to new heights.
Last thing I know is you talk to recruits for maybe guys you'll sign later, guys in the 23 class. I mean, guys are excited about the Big 12. There's a lot of exciting things happening here. What's kind of the early feedback you've been getting?
It's all positive feedback. Everybody's excited about the move. They think it's going to continue to help us grow our brand, help us grow our program. So we're looking forward to it. And so we're not, of course, finished recruiting by any stretch of the imagination. We just, now with everything, the portal and different, opportunities to recruit more high school players that are still available toward the end of this year. We want to make sure we, find the right pieces that fit who we are at UCF on and off the court.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Coach.